What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and good morning, Berlin. Hell yeah, I'm excited to be here again after a couple of years, 3 years to be more exact. Yeah, which surprisingly, because it's one of my favorite cities as well, but I didn't have the many chances to actually come here though. This is like my fourth time or something, so I'm excited to be back. We'll just adjust this. Excited to be back. I know, let me show you guys some bit of footage of how things are around here. Having a nice cold weather at 0 degree. It's not too bad. Not windy, which is it's a positive thing. And today we've got a busy day ahead. Now I'm on my way to pick up my Digitone with Arthur Robert, and we're gonna have a bit of a master class with him about mixing and mastering, which is I'm excited about. It's been a couple of years I don't really study anything related to audio. Pretty much just been making music and experimenting and trying my best, and didn't really see any other vision so far. So yeah, I think it's always good. You have to keep that student mindset towards your life at all times. You know what I mean? Like, there's always something that can be learned, especially with a very experienced and producer and like a DJ as well that I respect a lot in the scene, which is Arthur. So yeah, I'm excited for that one. We're gonna be doing a bit of walking towards this place, and yeah, I just love to walk around here. Just look at it. It's very interesting scenery, different from Amsterdam. The last one, Berlin, is actually a huge city, which they have around 4 million people, which increases a lot the size and the magnitude of everything that's around. And I do like it. I like the big city vibes as well. As far as living, not really sure if I could do that again after living in São Paulo and London for a couple of years. I do enjoy the big city life, but yeah, I think for this one I'd rather just keep visiting. This time I'm not by myself. I got a couple of friends around here. Not doing the solo. I mean, I'm pretty much always doing solo traveling, but here, yeah, I'm pretty safe. Like staying in a friend's place, and yeah. And for the plans for later, we're going to Sepultura concert, baby. Fuck yeah, I'm excited for that one. It's Sepultura's last tour. I actually had tickets to go to Manchester to watch them, but the prices are just so much higher. Then I actually lost the ticket and just rebought it to just come here because the whole trip would be way more affordable, which I think was a good choice. Because yeah, I wanted to get back to Berlin, and yeah, I'm excited for that. And then at night there's Underwood at the famous Burger. So yeah, it's gonna be a pretty busy weekend. I'm excited. Fuck yeah. Berlin is also a bikeable city, which is, for me, as I mentioned before here, like this for me is pure quality of life. The fact you can just be biking to your work, biking to the gym, biking to whatever the fuck you're doing. I tell you that this is a thing that I wouldn't change for nothing. And yeah, it's a shame that in Lisbon we don't really have that as much. Obviously, like you can still do it, but the hills are gonna fuck you up, son. And yeah, I feel just like everything is improved when you have that. When you be able to just keep exercising, keep doing your conditioning, your cardio, like at all times, and just seeing the outside, for example, not to be inside of a car the whole day, which me as a South American, it's a thing that I kind of grew up into. So you're always driving, you always, you know, just spending time in traffic jams and all that shit. So yeah, I love the fact that you can just bike around. One thing I do have parallel with Amsterdam is Berlin people in general, they tend to be nice, but I do also feel like a bit of a hostile environment. Depends where you are. And like in Amsterdam, for example, everybody's so friendly to the point that you always having interactions with people like at supermarkets, at fucking little shops and all that. And in Berlin, it's just not the same. It can get a bit rough, and which is completely okay because considering we're in a huge city, people tend to be that way, but it's completely normal. It's not, I'm not saying that it's bad or anything, but yeah, it's just things that I put in perspective with, because the two cities are really comparable when it comes to that. But regardless, I always have great experiences around. I always meet a lot of friends, and the flow is just so easy around here as well. The same as in Amsterdam, pretty much. Like, you're doing things and things just simply work, which is crazy. Like last time, I remember my friend just left the party and then I stayed by myself because I didn't want to leave. And I ended up with like making this group of German friends that took me to this crazy after party. I just ended up going back home at fucking 8 p.m. the next day. And like in a single moment, I felt like weirded out or anything. Like, you know, people embraced me, and then it just had a lot of fun, you know. To give a bit of coordinates, I'm staying in Kreuzberg, which is East Berlin. I'm sure my German is not really good, so I don't know if I said it correctly. You guys can let me know in the comments. It's a very progressive area. It's pretty much where all the clubs and parties are, which I enjoy a lot because you're close to everything. Have a lot of stylish places, a lot of great food, and obviously they pass it to a lot historically. So that determines that this place will go in a different way than before. Appreciated the fact to just be somewhere that was like a mark into human history and politically really important. And I just can't imagine, like, it's so crazy to imagine that 30 years ago, this was a completely different thing. And yeah, you see how things are, you know, how the times change and people change. Sepultura pre-concert. Just came out to try this pumpkin fucking pizza that this guy just tell me that is good. What do you mean pumpkin pizza, bro? Like,
it's a crime against Italy culture.
Yeah, and we both Italian, so it's like that. They shouldn't see us doing that. So
nobody give a shit.
Fake ass Italians and us. But you know, that's what I love about Berlin. Like, you're just literally gonna be drinking like good beers everywhere you are. Like, just whatever. Random pizzeria, like 8 different types of different styles. So like, yeah, well, fucking absurd. So,
and we found a fucking mixer.
Yeah. You literally just go to the venue and randomly just like found a mix.
Hell yeah.
And it's not working to the old condition of alcohol being spilled on the mix. So now it's all about to change your resistor here and there. And that's it. Also another thing from Germany that I really love, the best cola fucking soda in this planet, Fritz Cola. It's a must that you gotta try whenever around, or just try wherever you want and hit they sell it. It's my favorite cola soda, and yeah, I'm fucking insane. Review about the pumpkin pizza is actually fucking absurd. I didn't expect that at all. Like, it's really fucking good. Well, surprised. Well done, Mr. Gilly. Nice. So we update you guys for the next part, the concert, and here we go. So the venue was Columbia here, which I will give a solid 6 out of 10 due to the lack of organization in the bar and cloakroom. Like, we are not able to get a drink during any show, and that was fucked. Yeah, Ginger put a hell of a show. What a groove. That was insane. Loved it. Great show. First time I saw it in live. And what a woman.
What a woman, Tati. Yeah, conquering everybody's heart at the show. So fuck yeah, it was great. A great show, great performance. The bass player is amazing as well. Like I really loved it. It was great performance. So yeah, props to them. And now this is for the Sepultura intro. Bora, caralho! Well, I had to stop the record because the whole venue was moshing at this point, so just imagine that. The next song, tears drop my eyes. What's impossible not to.
We are day 2 in Bali, so pretty much didn't really go out after Sepultura concert because my body was fucking destroyed. Like it was insane, like moshing at all, pretty much at all times, and like the whole crowd was just like jumping and having to hold this guy that was like fucking 500 kilos for like 5 tracks, man. Like I got absolutely destroyed. So I just wake up and decided to hit the gym with my good friend Jan Briting from Slovenia, so which is now based here as well. Amazing techno producer. And yeah, going to the gyms and everywhere I go is pretty much one of my favorite activities. So you can like live as a local, and especially now that I'm in this different neighborhood, which is not very touristic. So yeah, excited to hit the sesh. Yesterday it's pretty much clean. Like I didn't even drink at all. The venue was not that great when it comes to organization, like, which surprised me because in Berlin usually you got the best of the best when it comes to that. The venue was not really like well made, and you simply could not get out of the crowd to go get a drink or something. So yeah, I pretty much didn't drink at all. Like I didn't do anything. So wake up fresh, and yeah, it's gonna be a good sesh to get ready for the weekend. For today, we got a bunch of guest lists going on. We're gonna start the party tonight. So yeah, I'm excited for this. I'm gonna record a bit in the gym as well to show the facilities and see how it is and what's what. So I guess this Berlin north side, which is like an area that I don't usually come, like staying mostly and prioritizing the east where like all the fun stuff is. So, but yeah, it's nice to just see it and come up to see a different area, different parts of it, and it's always worth it for the coach. And look at that, it's sunny today, which is a thing that I didn't really expect to do in a November day. Temperature today is 4 degrees. It's pretty good. No wind, no rain, very sunny. It's like I'm happy, happy days. So I'm practically being very lucky to come to North Europe. Like pretty much every trip that I'm making it, we're having good days like this. So yeah, maybe bringing that Portuguese sun with me. And yeah, this is pretty interesting. Everything start to be very different. Like on the east, you see a lot of alternative people and they're different, just different in every aspect. North side is really interesting because usually staying at east, you have this different vision of the city. The north starts to get to be more organized, kind of, and a bit more fancy. Not fancy, but just a bit more like it's very interesting just coming to different sides of the city and having different perceptions. I found a CBD shop, which Germany have legal weed now, but I don't know what's up with that. I thought there would be like coffee shops going on and stuff like kind of Amsterdam style, but like apparently not yet. They're not really having it yet. One thing I never considered was like actually moving around to Berlin due to the fact that I thought was like way too crazy and disorganized and all that. But like coming to different neighborhoods up in north, and you can see there's just more quiet life. Here around here is not really clean, but like overall for us seeing about this neighborhood it's really like chill, and then you can be having like a regular life and not being to that crazy thing that is up in the east. So yeah, that's why you gotta really just go to different neighborhoods when you go to a new city and see how it is, because you cannot really even an opinion about anywhere without actually seeing it and checking it out as a whole. In the neighborhood you can find like some like cute parks right in the middle. My big question is if I was living here, if I could have like a balanced and healthy lifestyle, which I usually do in other spots. But I guess it all depends on you. I see there's a lot of boxing gyms around, there's a lot of nature there. You can be going for walks, and that always had in my head that like, yeah, you're living in Berlin, you're gonna fall for the crazy nightlife always, and just kind of lose yourself on it, which you can see a lot of people actually doing that. But it's all about you, So if you can hold up and control yourself, or just be a bit smart, and you're not gonna have issues anywhere you are. You can be like having discipline, having a balanced lifestyle anywhere. So yeah, look at it. It's really nice. I like it a lot. It's a nice sunny day. Yeah. Which people always complain about it. I'd say it's always gray, always rainy, like all of this stuff. Well, I don't really see any of that in this trip. So yeah, love it. No, Paulaner Beer Gartens, one of my favorite beers ever. So fuck. Yeah, man, you just feel like drinking at all times here, You see just signs of like some of the best beers everywhere. literally feel like I literally feel like having a beer for pre-workout, to be honest. But yeah, so far so good. You can see Germans they go along pretty well with the beer intake. People here are like in pretty good shape overall, I would say.
This one was John Reed Fitness. I was surprised by the decoration. Like I never seen any gym in my life with such a level of detail decoration, like art from Egypt and Asia, like Buddhas and fucking whatever, Greek statues. Like I don't even know how to explain. I've never seen anything like that. Very interesting. There was 3 lifting rooms, very spacious, quite packed in a busy time, but what's all right. I enjoyed. I had a great time. Still could work in the bag a bit.
Cozy Saturday in Berlin. Yeah, temperature is kind of chill. Nothing bad. Just hit the gym. He's laughing. He's not used to the camera yet, but I get him. This is Jan Britins. He's a good friend from Slovenia. Great techno producer. One of my friends is pretty much the one that I respect the most, I guess.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. How to say cheers in Slovenian?
Na zdravje.
Yeah, obviously, na zdravje. And we're here drinking a bit of Desperados, waiting for the tram. We quite don't have like a destination. We're just gonna hit a few places and then see what happens.
We have 3 destinations.
3 destinations so far.
And then destination unknown, Berghain maybe. We'll see.
I don't know about that, to be honest. Like, I don't feel like waiting in a line to get a no at the end. Like, we're supposed to be there. Yeah, I mean, you tried to go there yesterday night. I was supposed to go. I ended up not doing that because it was kind of wasted of the show. And but yeah, like, I mean, Berlin for like 2 days. I didn't got even drunk yet. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on over here? So we actually just hit the gym. I had like the healthiest day ever. Like, we ate good. We hit the gym, took vitamins, took protein shakes.
When Berlin hits you different.
Yeah. But I mean, I like it, to be honest. I saw one of the best facilities as far as gyms that I've ever seen it. It's like, it's nothing crazy, not a special team for whatever, but the place itself was like gorgeous, like fucking the artwork and like everything. The music was quite good, like they were playing sort of housey and tech housey kind of stuff. And I had a great time, to be honest, like at the training. And then, now it's time to actually chase the parties again. And we see what's going to happen. I got a friend playing at this pop-up for the Brutalist, Melanie. And I don't know if you're going to get in time for her set, probably not, but probably this is the first.
When is she playing?
She started to play at 5 though, so we're not going to have enough time for so we're pretty away. Another thing about Berlin, you have to really be aware of the times because the city is quite big. So like now, for example, I came all the way to north to meeting and stuff, and then now we have to get back to east, and it's quite a big ride. It's like
40 minutes.
45 minutes by train, like a 30 minutes drive, and the taxis are not cheap. Like, they're not too bad, but they're not cheap as well. So like I would say, we're talking about like Saturday 6 p.m. We would spend around 25-30 euro to be able to come back. So these things that you have to consider when you come to Berlin. So like, just make sure you have everything on schedule.
Some Brazilian cake action going on here. It was fantastic. Couldn't be better pre-party possible to give some good energy. It was delicious. So now you guys gonna see some typical Brazilian cake if you never see it.
How do you call this?
Bolo de cenoura with brigadeiro.
Bolo de cenoura.
It's like carrot cake with brigadeiro.
Tá fundo brigadeiro aí no meio.
Look at that. No, come on, that is a piece of art.
Yes. Done.
Piece of art. See, like, raw ideology is all about culture and, show you guys good things around the world. So, you know what I mean? This is a thing you must try it. Well, hello, sunny Berlin once again. But today's Monday. I had quite a great weekend. I didn't party as hard as I expected to, but as far as networking and making new friends and all that was a great one. Met a lot of people. Been to this club called the Bunker. It's by Alexanderplatz. It's a new venue, and a friend was playing. So yeah, I had quite a great night. Yesterday was quite one as well. So went to dinner, chilling. Pretty much slept the whole day, and yeah, staying here to Thursday. So might as well enjoy the day, catch up with some museums and explore the city a bit more. We're gonna get a bike, obviously as usual, and yeah, just ride around, see what's going on, and check out some of the cool museums like the video games museum or the spy museum. There's a lot of cool activities to be done here. So yeah, gonna be showing you a bit of all of that, and yeah, now I'm following you up to one of my favorite sandwiches that I ever had. And had it last time that was here, so from this Egyptian place. So they have this peanut sauce thing, which is fucking incredible. Yeah, just look at that beauty. Right, exactly how I remember. The peanut sauce, man, that extra touch. That's incredible. Marafina is the restaurant name. I recommend everybody to come when in Berlin.
Met this kind woman at the bike shop, which offered to show me around and give some pointers. So we ride for a bit, and we end up at this sliding thing in the park, which was very funny, and we just slide that up. And such a sweet person. Don't really remember her name, but I wish her all the best wherever she is. So that's what I can tell you. Just interact with as much as people you can. Ask questions, be curious. Always, try to explore and open up your horizons as much as you can, because this is what enriches your soul and your knowledge about the world and your culture. This is what you carry with you for your whole life. So even if you're shy, try to work on that. Doesn't really matter. People are nice in general, like the bad people you see, they mostly don't really exist. It's all social media things. Everybody will be kind to you if you're kind to them. So, just explore and carry all those nice memories with you forever. So I end up in this place called the Tempelhoferfeld, which was an old airport, and cycling in an airplane field was pretty crazy, because that's a thing that I never imagined I would do. And it was my first time coming here in Berlin, of all the times that I've came, and I didn't even know about this place. And there's a quite interesting history behind it as well. In the 18th century, used to be a military parade ground for the Prussians, and was used by the Nazis during the Second World War. During the Cold War, was used by the Americans as a strategic point. And in 2008, the airport was abandoned and became this park, which people use it for various activities. The vibe was great. I've seen something that I've never seen before, was some people doing like kite skating, which would be like surfing but using skateboards, and that was pretty funny. I can never seen that before. And it's crazy how when you just going around Europe, you just passing through landmarks of great history, and the most wild things actually happen there, and you don't even realize, and you're just there passing through them. So feeling the history live, how much everything changes within time and in the centuries, and a place that used to be related to war machines and bad things, and now have the best vibe for a nice day in the park and chill. So it's pretty interesting how history goes, and that's why it fascinates me.
Yeah, there's absolutely not many cities in this planet that God manages to have this cyberpunk, grimy aesthetic, but at the same time with hints of classiness and be fancy. Than Berlin. It amazes me, to be honest. It's a joy to be walking around and just checking everything. Stylish places, as you can see. And yeah, definitely considering moving here at this point, because I also feel extremely welcomed by everybody that I interact with. I kind of, which is a thing in my first day. I thought that was not a thing here, but after a week, I'm definitely feeling very welcomed by pretty much everybody that I interact. I feel like good vibes and good responses, I'm a good icebreaker as well, which is very helpful to those situations. But if you're communicative and you have good skills at talking to people and everything, I think you have no issues anywhere you are in this planet. And I was definitely gonna have a good time. Going to get the bike again. Now hitting the Computerspiel Museum, the video games and computers museum, which I'm very excited for. Later on, I'm gonna go to the concert where my friend Gil is walking. Urban Spree, I think that's how you pronounce it. It will be an indie rock day, which I don't really see any indie rock for ages now, so that's gonna be fun. Later on, probably gonna do a solo ride. No plans yet. Let's go with the flow, see what happens. So here, yeah, Computerspiel, was excited for that one. So we're gonna be seeing rare pieces of video games of all times. For a nerd like me, this is one of the best places you could possibly go as an attraction when you're visiting somewhere. So there's stuff like this one, for example, it's probably the first VR machine I ever built. That's 1992. One thing that is interesting is that VR has been going on for way longer than people think. The first experiments were around the 70s and 80s. So it's incredible how this technology is being developed for so long. Same as the video games. And we're going really far with it. So still anxious for the day we can actually be playing pretty much everything on VR. N-Gage. I remember this when I was a kid. It's like some Nokia adventure themselves in the video game world, and they come up with this device. Like, I wanted to do a phone that was also a portable. Obviously, it didn't work. As far as pretty much every portable, they never really had much success, I think, besides the Nintendo's things like the 3D and the DS. Like you can see, as far as PS Vita, PSP, like they never really go too far. And but people just didn't like it. That's what I feel also a bit about portables, because it's just not the same. I don't really feel as much as fun. And I mean, who actually had time to be playing like when you're just not at home? And when it comes to trips, like rarely I'll be like having time to also play. So yeah, there's nothing better than just to be cozy at your own spot and just lose yourself in gaming for hours. So let me know in the comments which was your first console. Mine was the Game Boy Color. I just showed the last one. Alongside with the Super Nintendo at the time. Like I had a friend that had the Super Nintendo, and then we just mindless played Mario for hours and hours. But the first one that I actually owned was the Game Boy Color with Pokemon Yellow. As I think a lot of people from the same year as me, it was pretty much the same. Like we all started playing Pokemon, and from that was just history. The first Macintosh. This one is a relic right here for us. VFX one was the first VR so to use it. 40 games were available, so you can see how it's wild. Like so far, this technology being in development for quite a while, and I still didn't manage to get to the first spot when it comes to just entertainment and fun as well, because people have a bit of a struggle with the headgear. I think feeling nausea, like sickness and stuff, and then I think that's the reason why it doesn't get to the first spot, because it's fucking amazing, to be honest. Just to think about how far we come as far as tech, and you just show that for someone in the 1800s, it will be like yo, you did switchery, we should burn you. Do you know what I mean? That's pretty wild. Like they were also doing haptic systems too, like this glove. And the future is bright. I have no clue what game is this, but it was pretty much the same as Mario. Tubes, jumping, enemies, shooting. So they all had pretty much the same design back then, and it's so cool to actually see the other people that were making something in the industry besides the big players, because we always had the indies, and yeah, a lot of things are lost within time, so good to just relive it. This was the micro mages. But there's not many things in this world that are better than just to be in your room cozy and having your time playing games that you like and just be away of this universe. And for me, that's priceless. Peace is one of the few moments that you actually have peace and you're just away of all bullshit. I much appreciate this culture. Just I will carry on for me with me to the end of my days, and I will be playing. I'll be having a good time, and yeah, whatever you think about it, like we don't give a fuck, man. We're just gonna keep doing it. What I think is funny is that people are surprised with how advanced AI is being in the last years, but most people don't really know that AI has been going on since the primarily stages of video games, and it's always been present inside of it. And it's nothing new. Machine learning is nothing new, and it's here to stay pretty much. And obviously, like it's very scary, but it's a mix of scary and interesting how like quickly was able to achieve like the levels of things that he's doing now. But it's not that it's new or anything. Like this has been going on for decades now, and we just have to wait and see what's gonna come to fruition after all of this development. And are the machines gonna replace us? What do you think? I absolutely love this room because it's pretty much the way it is mine now. So it's music, games, raves. So yeah. Oh, we also got Star Wars. So yeah, every culture that belongs to my life since always. And I really love this. Love to be able to visit places like that and just see all these machines and be able, be able to actually interact with them and touch and see how things were made before. Brown Box in 1969, which was the mother of all video games. It was the first home video game console, Odyssey, which was released in 1972 by Magnavox, and they invented, they submitted the brown box as the first video game patent in 1968. Man, look at this, look how far we came. This was literally the first console. Like, how crazy is that? Uh, it's beautiful what technology is being able to achieve to keep these dreams and universes alive and just expanding even more and more. Look at this one. I had no clue about this as well. I never learned about it, and just learning right now. So it's important to do this kind of activities and never traveling. So the first digital computer to make music was called the Sirac in 1950. And the Sirac was regarded as the first computer to make music. It was made possible by using a loudspeaker, which was actually supposed to help for searching errors. However, the scientists working on the Sirac managed to program the computer to play melodies. That was 1950. How crazy is that? Just like the amount of modular cables and everything going on. This is a delight for whoever's into audio and just games and technology in general. It's wild to see that just people were, searching for that pretty much 74 years ago. You see how crazy it is. There's always people trying to push technology forward and come up with great ideas for the future. It just makes me so happy to see this. Was the computer spiel, guys. Hope you like this kind of content. So I was gonna try to bring a bit of culture and interesting things that to keep it dynamic, keep it different. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this. This is the kind of stuff I like to do when I'm traveling, so we cover everything. We go from parties to food to activities to whatever, just we're trying to take the best of this life and the most experiences possible. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and we keep going. So let's go.
It's a wrap for today, everyone. I hope you had a great time watching this. This is all made with a lot of love. I really want to inspire you all, or just give you information of things that might interest you, which is what pleases me to do this channel and these trips and everything, So now I'm gonna leave my song that hit top 2 releases of Beatport today at 11 December. It's a collaboration with Lorenzo Fasano, which we released in Tronic. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed the video as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I see you here in the channel very soon. Take it easy.